good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. I want you to close your eyes for a moment and picture this. It's the dead of winter. The air is so cold it feels like it's stealing the heat from your bones. You try to step out of bed, but your knees scream, your hips lock up, and your fingers are so stiff you can't even hold a coffee cup. That was Susan. Susan, a vibrant 62-year-old grandmother from Ohio, came to me 3 years ago. Her diagnosis: severe osteoarthritis, primarily in her knees and hands, aggressively accelerated by the cold Midwest winters. The doctors had given her the standard line, "It's your age, Susan. Prepare for a lifetime of pain medication." In fact, her family was already researching nursing homes because she could barely walk from the kitchen to the living room. She felt dependent and, frankly, terrified. But here is the miracle part. Today, Susan is completely independent. She walks 5 kilometers a day, she gardens year-round, and this past winter, she didn't take a single painkiller. Her dependence on pharmaceuticals is zero. What was the magic cure? Was it a new, expensive biological drug?
No.
Was it a high-tech surgery? Absolutely not. The single most impactful change we made was introducing a simple, natural body-warming material that focuses on stimulating local circulation to the joints, a method so ancient and non-pharmaceutical that 97% of modern physicians completely overlook it. This material, combined with 4 specific food protocols designed to reverse cellular decay, gave Susan her life back. It's not a secret anymore. Today, I'm going to guide you through the exact material, the exact recipes, the science behind them, and how you can implement this detailed plan to prevent cold weather joint pain and start living the independent life you deserve. This is not about masking pain. This is about reversing the cold-induced cellular damage that is stealing your mobility. Stay with me, your joints will thank you. Before we dive in, I want to know who I'm talking to. I know my audience. You're either over 50 and watching your body betray you, you're an office worker sitting for 8 to 10 hours a day causing deep hip stiffness, or you're a postpartum woman dealing with joint laxity and inflammation from hormonal shifts. Please, I urge you, do this now. Comment your current age or your worst symptom below. Do you feel stiff getting out of bed? Does the rain predict your pain? Type it in the comments. This helps me understand the community we are building together. Now, listen carefully. The lie you've been told is that this decline is simply genetics or aging. That is scientifically untrue. The debilitating joint pain and stiffness you feel in the cold is primarily due to a deficiency in 4 specific foundational nutrients, leading to 2 main problems: poor blood flow and rampant inflammation. If we fix the deficiency, we fix the problem. It's that simple. For those of you who are new here, my name is Dr. David Thompson. For over 30 years, I have dedicated my career not to dispensing pharmaceuticals, but to understanding the foundational science of human health and nutrition. I've treated thousands of patients, and I've seen firsthand how the right, targeted nutritional and lifestyle intervention can outshine any drug. My mission, and the mission of this channel, is to help you live a vibrant, healthy, and independent life well into your 80s, 90s, and beyond, free from the fear of dependency and chronic disease. We focus on scientific nutrition because food is the most powerful medicine you possess. How do you know if your joints are already suffering from the problems that the cold is about to expose? Let's do a quick, honest self-test. I want you to count how many of these 5 symptoms you experience on a regular basis. 1. Morning stiffness. Do you feel stiff for more than 30 minutes after waking up, especially in your hands or back? 2. The weather predictor. Can you reliably tell when a cold front or rain is coming because your joints start to ache before the weather changes? 3. Cold extremities. Do your hands and feet feel perpetually cold, even when the rest of your body is warm? 4. The doorknob grip. Do you sometimes struggle to turn a doorknob, open a jar, or hold a heavy plate because of pain or weakness in your hands? 5. Exercise intolerance. Has a simple walk or climb up stairs become a painful activity that you now actively avoid? Count them up. Now, please comment your number, 0 to 5, below. Be honest. If you answered 3 or higher, you are not just aging. You are experiencing the acute, detrimental effects of 2 core issues, ischemia and chronic inflammation. Let me explain the root cause with a metaphor. Ischemia. This is a fancy scientific word for inadequate blood supply to a part of the body. Think of your joints like a small, highly efficient engine. The blood vessels are the hoses carrying fresh, hot oil and fuel to keep it running smoothly. When it gets cold, these hoses shrink, a process called vasoconstriction. If they shrink too much, your joints get starved of warm blood and oxygen. They seize up, like an engine running without oil. This lack of oxygen is ischemia, and it's the primary reason cold weather hurts. Chronic inflammation. This is the body's constant, low-grade internal wildfire. A little inflammation is good for healing, but chronic inflammation is like leaving the stovetop on forever. This inflammation degrades the cartilage, like rust eating away at metal. Our solutions today directly target and crush these 2 root causes. Solution 1. The body-warming secret material. The one material that helps prevent cold-induced joint pain. The secret material that was central to Susan's recovery is not a food, but an ancient textile, natural sheep's wool, specifically merino or alpaca. Not cotton, not synthetic fleece, but pure, breathable wool. When Susan first started using the material, in the form of knee braces, wrist supports, and thick socks, she was skeptical. She thought it was an old wives' tale. I told her, "Susan, wear them for 7 days, even to sleep." After just 3 days, she called me, not to report a reduction in pain, but a profound change in warmth. Her knees, which she described as feeling like blocks of ice, now felt gently toasted. After 1 week, the severe morning stiffness that used to last an hour was down to 15 minutes. She wasn't healed, but the acute pain was blunted. Wool works on 2 amazing principles that synthetic materials cannot replicate. 1. Exceptional insulation and breathability. Wool fibers naturally create tiny air pockets, trapping your body heat better than anything else. But unlike synthetics, it can absorb up to 30% of its weight in moisture without feeling wet, keeping the skin and joint dry, which prevents the rapid cooling effect of sweat. 2. The micromassage effect. Lanolin, the slight coarseness, and natural lanolin, the oil in sheep's wool, creates a constant, gentle micromassage against your skin. This light friction stimulates microcirculation, the blood flow in the tiny capillaries right under the joint. When you stimulate local blood flow, you directly fight that root cause, ischemia. You bring fresh, warm, oxygenated blood right where the joint needs it most. A key study published in the Journal of Rheumatology, 2012, on the effect of heat therapy on musculoskeletal pain showed that continuous, low-level localized heat, especially that provided by natural insulators, was significantly more effective at reducing stiffness and increasing range of motion in patients with mild to moderate arthritis than short bursts of heat. Wool provides this continuous, gentle warmth. Practical guide, how to. Implementation. By merino wool or alpaca wool joint supports, knees, wrists, back, or thick socks. They must be worn directly against the skin. Golden time. Wear them overnight. Your body temperature naturally drops while you sleep, making this the most vulnerable time for joint stiffness. Wear the supports to keep the joints warm and circulating. Notes. Wash them gently to preserve the lanolin. Avoid fabric softeners. Have you ever considered a simple material could be this powerful? What's your favorite fabric for winter? Let me know below. Solution 2. Food Protocol A. The Ischemia Crusher. The first food protocol targets the root cause of ischemia, poor blood flow. The most potent natural solution to open up blood vessels is a simple, daily drink made from 2 common kitchen staples, carrot and onion. Yes, onion. Hear me out. John, a 55-year-old accountant, suffered from severe leg cramps and cold feet every time the temperature dropped. This was a classic sign of microcirculation failure. For 3 weeks, he added my carrot onion ischemia crusher to his lunch routine. The result? After 21 days, his leg cramps vanished. More importantly, the stiffness in his ankles and knees, which often accompanied the cold, was dramatically reduced because his blood was finally reaching those capillaries. He could sit at his desk for hours without the familiar cold, aching buildup. The active power here comes from 2 compounds. 1. Quercetin. In onions, quercetin is a powerful antioxidant that acts like a cellular plumber. It helps repair the inner lining of your blood vessels, the endothelium. A healthy endothelium is crucial for releasing a molecule called nitric oxide, NO. 2. Nitric oxide, NONO, is the master signaling molecule for vasodilation. It literally tells your blood vessels to relax and open up. More NO means wider, more flexible blood vessels. More blood flow means more warmth and oxygen to your starving joints. Quercetin boosts NO production. 3. Beta-carotene. In carrots, this is a powerful anti-inflammatory antioxidant that acts as an internal waste filter, protecting the blood vessel walls from oxidative stress and chronic inflammation, ensuring the NO can do its job effectively. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2007, highlighted the high bioavailability of quercetin from onions and its proven benefits in improving endothelial function and reducing blood pressure, both directly related to better circulation and less ischemia. Practical guide: how to the carrot onion ischemia crusher. Recipe: blend 1 medium-sized carrot, 1/4 of a small raw onion, or 1/2 of a shallot if you can't handle the heat, a glass of water, and a squeeze of lemon juice to mask the flavor. Dosage: drink 1 glass per day. Golden time: noon/lunchtime. Consuming it with lunch helps distribute the benefits throughout your most active hours, keeping circulation optimal. Notes on combination: to absorb the fat-soluble beta-carotene in the carrot, always add a small teaspoon of olive oil or coconut oil to the mixture before blending. Avoid drinking with dairy, which can sometimes interfere with antioxidant absorption. Solution 3. Food Protocol B, the bone cement. This food protocol targets joint structure and the other root cause, chronic inflammation. This is not new, but we are optimizing it. I'm talking about the synergistic power of turmeric, curcuma longa, and black pepper, Piper nigrum. Maria, a 52-year-old graphic designer, had severe, crippling pain in her dominant hand. She told me, "Dr. Thompson, I feel like my bones are grinding." This suggested a major problem with cartilage integrity and inflammation. She started taking the turmeric and black pepper in a specific paste form. After 30 days, her grip strength returned, and the grinding sensation was gone. She was back to designing, proving that we were successfully dampening the inflammatory fire. The key compound is curcumin found in turmeric. Curcumin. This is one of the most powerful natural NF-κB inhibitors known. NF-κB is a protein complex that acts like a master switch, turning on all the genes responsible for chronic inflammation in your body. Curcumin turns the switch off. It is the ultimate natural anti-inflammatory fire extinguisher. The black pepper trick: piperine. Here's the critical science. Curcumin, on its own, has terrible bioavailability. Your body can't absorb much of it. Piperine, the active compound in black pepper, has been shown in studies to increase the absorption and bioavailability of curcumin by up to 2,000%. Without pepper, you're wasting your time. With it, it becomes bone cement. The journal Planta Medica, 1998, published a landmark study showing that piperine significantly enhances the serum concentration of curcumin. Furthermore, countless human trials, summarized in Molecules, 2017, confirm curcumin's role as a potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant agent in arthritis and joint pain. Practical guide: how to the golden paste. Recipe: mix 1/4 cup of turmeric powder, 1/2 cup of water. Gently simmer on the stove for 7 to 10 minutes until it forms a thick paste. Remove from heat and stir in 1/2 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper and 2 tablespoons of coconut oil or olive oil. The fat and pepper are non-negotiable for absorption. Store in a glass jar in the fridge. Dosage: consume 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of the paste per day. Golden time: morning with breakfast. Mix it into your oatmeal, a smoothie, or even warm milk. Taking it in the morning sets an anti-inflammatory tone for the entire day. Notes: always use a fat and black pepper. Turmeric stains everything, so be careful. Solution 4. Food Protocol C, the Nighttime Detox. This final protocol focuses on repairing cell membranes overnight. Our final solution is a powerful source of what I call cellular repair glue, the avocado. Specifically, its healthy fats. Emily, 34, was struggling with post-pregnancy, nursing mother's wrist, and knee instability due to hormonal shifts. She was told it would just go away. It didn't. Her tendons and joints felt loose and constantly ached. We focused on increasing her intake of high-quality monounsaturated fats and vitamin E from avocado. After just 4 weeks, her joint laxity stabilized, and the deep bone ache in her wrists was gone. We were rebuilding the cell membranes that hold the structural integrity of the joint together. Your joints and the surrounding structures, ligaments, tendons, and cartilage, are all made of cells surrounded by a lipid bilayer, a membrane made of fat. Monounsaturated fats, MUFAs. These healthy fats, high in avocados, are directly incorporated into your cell membranes. They make the membranes more fluid and flexible. Think of them as the premium oil for your body's engine. Flexible cell membranes are less prone to damage from chronic inflammation. Vitamin E. Avocado is rich in this crucial, fat-soluble antioxidant. Vitamin E acts like your internal sunglasses for your cell membranes, protecting them from the sun's and inflammation's damaging rays, thus promoting faster repair overnight. A review in Critical Reviews in Food Science and Nutrition, 2018, emphasized that diets rich in MUFAs and vitamin E are strongly associated with lower levels of systemic inflammation markers, which directly benefits conditions like osteoarthritis. Practical Guide: How to the Bedtime Boost. Recipe: a simple slice or two of avocado, perhaps mashed onto a small piece of whole grain toast or mixed into a quick evening salad. Dosage: 1/4 to 1/2 of an avocado daily. Golden time: evening/before bed. Cell repair and synthesis largely happen while you sleep. Feeding your body the structural materials, MUFAs and vitamin E, just before bed maximizes their integration into repairing tissues overnight. Notes: combine with a sprinkle of sea salt, contains trace minerals, but avoid combining with sugar or high-carb processed foods, which would trigger an insulin spike and counteract the anti-inflammatory benefits. We've covered a lot of ground today. We saw how Susan defied the diagnosis of dependency, not with a magic pill, but with a science-backed, natural approach. We stopped the cold-induced stiffness and ischemia with the merino wool micromassage and the Carotonian ischemia crusher. We crush the chronic inflammation and rebuild the joint structures with the turmeric golden paste and the avocado nighttime detox. My final advice and gentle warning: do not wait for the severe pain to begin. Be proactive. The cold weather is not an enemy to be drugged into submission. It is a catalyst that exposes underlying deficiencies. Start today. Buy the wool. Make the paste. Drink the juice. Consistency is not the key. Consistency is the cure. This is not a life sentence. You do not have to be dependent on painkillers. You deserve an independent, active, and healthy life. If this video gave you hope and a plan, please do 2 things right now. 1. Hit the like button to signal to YouTube that this science-backed information needs to reach more people who are suffering. 2. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. My next video will cover the one vitamin deficiency that makes all these joint problems 10 times worse, and you absolutely cannot miss it. Thank you for trusting me with your health journey. I look forward to reading your comments and seeing your progress. Until next time, stay warm, stay mobile, and stay independent.